All right, beautiful souls. So I came on a narrow road here. Not exactly sure where we are, but the sign said narrow, no trailers or RVs. Now this says, the Navi says on the car says Crescent Meadow Road. Luckily, there's also a car behind me, so we're not like alone. And I saw a car going up here, so I thought maybe there's a campsite up here somewhere. So I don't know. We're driving amongst these beautiful, beautiful, beautiful trees and sequoias. We driving. It's about 7 p.m. So beautiful. It's starting to get dark here though, for sure. Especially since we're in the trees, so the sun doesn't get through. Even though there's sun until 8. We're just blindly exploring right now, beautiful souls. No idea. This is just a side street right by the museum. Literally right next to the museum. So, okay, I'm feeling better that there's other people. Okay, cool. I wish I had like people to take pictures of me in front of a large tree, but it's okay. I've been like videoing. All right, dude, you need to slow down. It's like literally 15. Auto log. Oh, is this where we drive under a log? Wow, look at the size of that. Wow. Bear Hill Trail. Oh, it's just a parking lot. So much to see around here. So many trails. Wow. I'm gonna turn this around real quick, beautiful souls. You see, look at that tree. Look, that is huge. It's so big. Let's go check this out. Let's check it out. I think this goes to where we drive our car underneath the tree. I definitely want to go there. All right, y'all, we're going to check this out. So there's a sign here that says a name. There's so many places to drive around here. Auto log. Here we go. Auto log, the base diameter is 21 feet and it fell in 1917. Since then, many types of vehicles have been photographed on this unusual log driveway. Wow. It just goes and goes. Wow. This is the tree that you're seeing. That's how big it is. That's how big it is. Look, we're walking on the tree right now. We're walking on the tree. We're walking on a huge log. Look at this. We're walking on a log from 1917. Yeah. Because we cool like that. Oh my goodness, we got to be careful like that. Look at all of these holes and crevices. This is the tree, y'all. This isn't a floor. This is the tree. We're walking on a tree. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. We're walking on a freaking tree, y'all. Wow. There we are. And there's the road. The people don't even see me. Look at this huge log. Yeah, we're walking on this ginormous tree. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Again, there's so much freaking people who engraved their like initials and stuff. Wow, that was amazing. Just one branch. Did I even show? I was just stuck at I was literally just stuck at like 3 intersections, not knowing which one to take. So I just made a right. There's just so much to drive around and to see around here, beautiful souls. Wow. It's gorgeous out here. It's absolutely gorgeous out here. Oh, good to see another van lifer. Hello, hello. Are they camping here? Are we allowed to do that? Shoot. My gosh, this is gorgeous. Oh my goodness. Oh, there's some kind of parking lot we're coming to. My goodness, this is just so amazing. Look at this huge rock. Is that granite? Is that a huge granite? What is that? That's beautiful. That's ginormous. Wow, look how high up we are. Oh, holy moly, don't look down, yo. Oh, my palms got sweaty. No lie. Oh my. So this is just, wow. You can go all the way up there. Though that's a lot of stairs to go up. I am not doing that, beautiful souls. That's a lot of stairs, but very beautiful. I'm gonna keep going up. Let's see where this goes. I have no idea where we are. Oh my God. We're so high up. Ah! Wow. We are very, very, very high up. Wow, this is beautiful. La-di-da, la-di-da. Look at these beautiful sequoias. Hello. La-di-da. We're just over here exploring the sequoias. I find it so funny and silly that I was worried about gas stations. Now that I'm here, there's like everything you can ever need. Wow. It really is really beautiful on another level. It really feels like a fairy tale here. The sequoias honestly are like a huge fairy tale. Crescent Meadow, General's Highway. Okay. Oh, this is that intersection where I didn't know which way to go. Okay. I was like, I want to go all of them. Morrow Rock. Let's see y'all. Wow, another huge log. Look at that. Wow. Another huge fallen log. Wow. We're truly amongst giants. I'm just a little tiny fairy amongst some really giant sequoias. Wow. Just look at how small the humans look in comparison to the trees. Do you see that? That is how big the trees are. Amazing. Ooh, kicking up dust all over the place. Hello. This is all just so magical. Oh, look! Is this the log where we can drive through? No, it's not. I wonder where that log is. Oh, I think this is the log. This is the log that we drive through. 7 feet 3 inches. I can fit. Where? Where do we go through? Right there. We go through right there? Alright, y'all. Hang on. So we're about to drive under this tree. Yeah, that's right. Because I fit 6 feet 8 inches. And this is what? 7 feet 3 inches? Here's a car coming. Here's a car coming. As it comes, I will read this sign for y'all. It says, this tunnel log fell December 4, 1937. The base diameter is 21 feet, length is 275 feet, and the tunnel is 8 feet high, 17 feet wide. So, if you know you can fit through there, yes you can. Look at this! Oh yeah, that's right. There's a car coming through. That's right. This is so amazing. We're about to drive through this as well. This is so cool. This is very cool. So this has been here since December 4, 1937. This is absolutely amazing. All right, y'all, wait there. I'll be back with the car. Look at us, y'all! Yeah. Woo! Yes, and we drove through the tunnel log. I really wanted to do that. Oh my God, there's another way to go too. A bypass? What is this? Hold on. We're reversing, y'all. We're reversing. Where does this go? Two-way traffic. All right, we're gonna head back down because we can. We're definitely coming back here tomorrow because we're coming to the museum. Oh, and there's the tree for people who don't want to. I wanted to actually go back through the tree, so that really sucks. Hold on, I want to know where that road went that I was on. Hold on a second. I want to turn around. I do. I really, really do. Alright, person behind me is just gonna have to wait a second because I'm turning around. Thank you. Alright. I want to know where that thing goes, that road goes. So let's go and see where that road goes. Oh yeah. Let's drive through the, let's drive under the tree, y'all. Let's drive under the tree, y'all. You ready? We're driving under the tree. We're driving under the tree. We're driving under the tree. We drove under the tree. So amazing. So if you can fit under 7 feet 3 inches, definitely come check this out. If not, then there was that bypass route that you can take to come to this road now. Wow, amazing, amazing. It's definitely getting dark though. That's for sure. Let's see where this goes. Here. You know what, beautiful souls? Let's come back tomorrow here. I'm gonna get us turned back around somewhere. It's getting dark, so we should just go and get a campground and see if we can even find a campground or a campsite. I know we can find a campground. I don't know if we can find a campsite amongst these beautiful sequoias. Let's see if we can find a good spot to turn around. Here, this little area looks wide. We could do it here. All right, let's get turned around over here. Look at these beautiful sequoias. Oh, gorgeous. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all later. I want y'all to listen to the sounds of the forest. I've never heard a forest talk like this. People drive like crazies. Look, they're honking at each other, cutting each other off. It's like, you're at the Sequoias, bro. Speed limit is 15. Why are you driving so fast? Listen to this beautiful nature. This is the first time I've ever heard something like this in real life. All right, beautiful souls. My tires are smoking. And my TPMS meter, which is my tire pressure monitor. Thank God I have this thing. Whew, I'm just shaking right now. I'm trying to calm down. Wait, why is my window not rolling up? Hold on, beautiful souls. Good morning, beautiful souls. And here we are. It's officially Friday. And as you see at 10 a.m., it's 10 a.m. on the dot. Got here a little later than I wanted, but it's okay. Baby girl comes first. And as you see, there's already a really crazy line to get into the park. So as you saw, yesterday was Thursday and I had absolutely no problem whatsoever. And already today, Friday, and it's a zoo. So I'm really glad we got a lot of the walking done yesterday. So today what we're gonna be doing mainly is just hitting up the museum and going and driving on that main path that we were on yesterday when it started getting dark, and I ended up staying in the mountains way too long. So that's the plan for today. We pretty much went and saw everything else, except for 2 lodges that are I guess you have to access them a different way, because when you go all the way up General's Highway, it ends at Lodgepole. So I'm not exactly sure. There has to be another access point for those other 2, probably another freeway or highway or something that links the parks together. So that's probably going to be something for another day as well. But for today, we'll see what we can get done. I can't believe how much busier it is. And behind me is like a whole line of people. So yeah, let's see how far we can get today. Again, I'm really glad that I pushed myself and did a lot of the big things yesterday, because today's probably going to be a zoo. Yeah. Everybody is here. Oh my goodness. So yeah, stay tuned. We have about a 46-minute drive from here to get to the museum. So I'll see y'all when we get there. Oh, and just so you know, another thing, if you have your America the Beautiful pass, your national park pass, so it's free with your America the Beautiful, so you don't have to pay an entrance fee with that pass. So if you have your America the Beautiful, you do not have to pay an entrance fee, which is really nice. All right, see y'all beautiful souls soon. Here we are. Day two. Day two of the Sequoias. So I will say, we are here, but there's a big difference between weekdays and weekends here. So I definitely recommend coming here on weekdays, because it is really crazy during the weekends. Oh, this is gorgeous. Look how beautiful. Wow. Look at this, beautiful souls. Look at this. Yeah. Annie, be careful. You shouldn't be walking there. Ooh, snake holes. Okay, I'm not going any further. Look at that. How beautiful is that? See y'all soon. You see that big ass like dome rock? That's that we were at the tip of that yesterday. And that's where we're going today. We're going to the museum, which is all the way up top there. And like, well, not up top there, it's below, but that's the street where we were driving around, seeing all the giant fallen sequoias. That's where we did like driving under the log and all that good stuff. So we were all the way up there. When you're all the way up there, there's actually that huge, I don't know if you recall, but I was saying when we were there driving past the parking, like there were too many stairs for me, and so I didn't go. But that's where it is. That rock has, you can go up a bunch of stairs that are like literally bolted onto the rock, and yeah, people were there taking pictures, going up, which would be really fun, but it was just a lot of stairs. And with this, you know, uphill, all those stairs with the elevation, it was just a little too much for me. I was really feeling it. So I decided, you know, I have to think about my safety. So I was like, yeah, I'm not going to do that. Because it is really high up there. And it's really scary when you're driving there. There was someone who didn't respect the rules and brought a really big RV here, and there was no space for them to go through the street, and so they were hitting the side of the road. Another person did the same thing, but they were in a rental and they were just like scraping up against the granite. Like, you have to understand, this is all granite. This isn't like just rocks or pavement that you're like, you know, bumping into. It's going to do a lot of damage to your car or your RV or whatever rig you're in. Like, it's literally all granite. So just keep that in mind, you know. When they say no rigs over 22 feet, it's for a reason. It was putting us in cars in a lot of danger too, because you don't have any room to like move over on our side because it's just the cliff. There's, as you beautiful soul saw, there was nothing. There was no wall to like hit, you know, no nothing. It's just the cliff. So, you know, like, you can't just come with big RVs. Like, even that RV that just passed us, that's way too big. They're trying to go into these streets that are not made for those rigs. And so it's like, they're putting other people in danger, where it's like, okay, we can't go off the cliff, but we can't like, you can't just come and hit us. And so they tried to like forcefully pass us, and they grind against the granite. So it's just like, oh my goodness, like, you pay all that money for that beautiful rig, or even all that money to rent the rig, and you're like messing it up, especially if it's yours. That's really sad. So just keep that in mind. If you have a rig that's over like 20 feet, I don't recommend it. Our little minivan is a little over 18 feet, and you know, we even have to take it at like 5 miles on a lot of these curves and turns. So, you know, especially if you're in a bigger rig, do not come here if you're in a rig more than 22 feet. Like, get yourself in a smaller rig and then come. For real. Like, for your safety and for everyone else's safety. Because these streets, these turns, especially when you get all the way up there in the giant forest, ooh, rocks. You know, it's no joke. You know, these roads are no joke. They're all paved, thankfully, but they're very dangerous. So, yeah, keep that in mind. Just, you know, remember to keep yourself and other people safe around you as well. The navigation says we're only 10 minutes away from the museum, so we'll be there soon. And we've officially entered the giant forest, Crystal Cave. And that cave, I really want to go to that cave. Unfortunately, it's the cave right there to the left. It was closed when we went yesterday. We can check it out later on, but yesterday it was closed. We did all that driving there through all of the burn, but for some reason the cave was closed, so that was sad. But I'll go and check it out to see if anything has changed, maybe because it's only open on weekends maybe, and yesterday was not a weekend and today is. So I will go check it out. It would be better if there was like more specific signage right there where it says Crystal Cave. At least say if it's open or closed or what's going on with it, you know, is because again, as you beautiful souls saw in the last video, it was closed. We drove in there and it was closed. So I don't know what was up with that. Gorgeous sequoias. Oh my god, here we're going through 2 ginormous sequoia trees. So beautiful. Everything here is absolutely breathtaking. Little Annie fairy without her wings, frolicking like a fairy in a little wonderland forest. Oh, everything is so beautiful, absolutely grand, majestic for sure. General Sherman was definitely majestic. He is definitely majestic. Oh my goodness. He is huge. He's ginormous. Beautiful scenery. So we're still heading to the museum. We're almost there. We're not far. We're only 4 minutes away from the museum. Beautiful pine trees. Gorgeous big pine trees. I'm so thankful that I pushed myself to do a lot of the hiking yesterday, because today is going to be very busy. So gorgeous. I wish people would stop tailgating me. I really wish. It's like, get off my ass, people. And we're officially at elevation 6,000 feet. We just passed the marker. Yesterday was so scary getting down here. My tires, for some reason, were overheating, and it was, my tire pressure monitor was showing 170 and another 168 degrees, and they were like beeping for like 30 minutes, which gave me like this gnarly headache at the end of the night. Oh my goodness. And because that ranger at Lodgepole couldn't give us the campsite even though they were available, we ended up having to sleep at the Chevron gas station, and then we got the knock in the morning. But I was already getting ready to leave, so that was okay. I get it. But I really wish I was able to get a campsite. I really do. When I was down below with service, I tried to go on recreation.gov to see campsites, but it was showing like different campsites like 2 hours away. It's like, wait, what? I was like, that's not right. So that was that situation. I don't know. Such beauty. I wish I would be able to come here when it was covered in snow. It would be so beautiful. Oh. To get to the museum. It should be
1,000 feet. Your destination will be on the right.
It should be coming up. Crescent Meadow Museum Park. Okay, that's like overflow parking on the left. Let's see if we can find parking over here. Let's see. Oh, we cannot.
Your destination is on the right.
Or what is this? Says employees only, so I guess I can't park here, unfortunately. And the size only handicap. Alright, beautiful souls, let me get parked and we'll see y'all soon. And here we go, day 2. We just parked at the museum parking lot. This beautiful huge sequoias. Oh, gorgeous. Here we go.
So cute. You did a great job. You're right, it's not a whole tree. I think it's funny to see how it's hard to see a whole tree in one.
There's just all the places in the world to walk around here, which is really awesome. It's nice and cold. Overnight, we had a rough night, but it was hot down below. But here, it's so nice. I'm even wearing long pants. Look at this giant beauty. You know, just a little fairy frolicking in the wonderland of a forest. So beautiful. Just the trees and the landscape, everything here is absolutely majestic. That's just the best way to describe it all. So much to see, so much walk in. But it's just at every turn, there's something to see, either on foot or by walking, or by driving. There's just little trails everywhere. That's how yesterday I ended up being here until night. Whew. I'm glad I did though, because I got all of the major things out of the way. So today is just gonna be a chill day. around the Sequoias. And we also got to stay away from the crowds because even though it was Thursday yesterday, today's Friday, even though it was Thursday yesterday, woo, look at this! It was definitely, it was still crowded. This is so big. Look, it's a nice table. You can like cook something really nice on here. Look how big this is. Everything is so grand. Look, these could all be like huge tables. These are amazing tables. Look at. Oh my goodness. They're ginormous. So beautiful. Look, they're like beautiful tables, y'all. Beautiful tables. They could sit like easily 8 people. Easily, comfortably. Oh, so beautiful. Yes, it is. And I guess the trail ends here. Comes with stairs over to the street. Let's go explore a little off trail, shall we? It's really nice. The trail kind of ends here, so I like that there's like blue markers here on the trees so you can know your path and where you're going. You see these blue markers that are on trees, so when you are hiking you can know where you're going. Oh, this is a trail. Hang on, beautiful souls, it's a trail. There's the street. Everything's pavement pretty much around here, which is pretty cool too. Woo! Just little old me. Oh my goodness. I am in one of the most beautiful and most spectacular places that I think I ever will be in my life. Oh, what is that? Oh, the tree is like growing stuff. It is very beautiful here. Look at this. Look at this huge sequoia. Beautiful. Hi. Hello. So beautiful. Gotta keep making noise so the bears don't get alarmed and know there's a human. This is really beautiful. I love it here. I really love it here. I love it when the crowds are not here. I will say that. I much prefer being here on like a weekday when there's no crowds or anything. Even right now it's early in the morning. Well, not early anymore, but it was early in the morning and there was still crowds. So that's what it's going to be on Fridays and Saturdays and stuff. You know, weekends, everyone's going to come out and be about. So beautiful. I'm going to just keep talking. It's a safety thing that you do for wildlife and bears especially. The people who are travelers will definitely know and understand. Woo, gnarly. Gotta be careful where you step. It's so beautiful. Oh, love it. Wow, look at the size of that tree that fell down there. Wow. It's a nice, cute little bridge. Nice little stream going. So nice. All right. Markers. We like markers. This way goes to Sunset Rock. This other way goes to Big Trees Trail. Oh, we did want to go to the Big Trees Trail actually. And then museum that way. Sunset Rock. Let's go this way and see where this way goes. And then we'll definitely go to the Big Trees Trail because I definitely want to check that out. That's the trail right at the by the museum, so that's going to be nice. It's just a whole entire hiking trail where you're surrounded by huge sequoia trees, so it's really nice. Look at these giant boulders, just massive. Wow. I don't want to stand in one place for too long. There really are like really big ants around here. Oh, so gorgeous. Wow. Oh. I just gotta be really careful because I'm literally out here the size of a ferry. Even the wildlife here is majestic and huge, so I gotta just be careful. I'm here all by my lonesome. Look at this. This is just huge. My goodness. It's ginormous. Woo! Absolutely huge. Yes, that's so big. Wow. Just trying to stay aware of my surroundings. I don't see anyone else on the trail. It would be nice if there were some people. You know, safety in numbers. So gorgeous. Ooh, don't fall. All right. There's so many trails, so many things. Everything is beautiful. I don't think there is anywhere you can go in the Sequoias where you're not going to be hit with some kind of grand, majestic beauty. You know, somewhere where you just want to stop and take a photo. It's going to be like that everywhere. You're just going to want to stop and take a photo everywhere you go. I'm just a little creeped out that it's like just me out here. You know, I'm not used to hiking places where there's a lot of bears. Stay away, bear. Hey, bear, bear, bear. Stay away, bear. Just being safe. Because you never know. Okay. This is so pretty. And like, because there aren't a lot of people here, that's the thing. Like, if you stay away from the crowds too much, then like that's also where the bears go. You know, they're trying to stay away from people. They're not exactly trying to be around people. So I'm just trying to stay safe. Because, like I said, I don't have bear spray. They're not selling bear spray anywhere. I don't know why. So when we go into the museum, I'm going to definitely see if they have bear spray there. Because I think that might be a $70 worth buying. I don't know. This is gorgeous. Look at that huge sequoia. It's just a bunch of huge sequoias and pine trees all around. So gorgeous. Very nice. So beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Very majestic. I kind of do want to go to the Big Trees Trail though, which is the opposite direction of where we're going now. Oh, hell no. Is this poo? Y'all, is that poo? I don't know if I should keep going. Was that poo? So I know that's no one's pet because pets are not allowed anywhere on trails. That looked like something pooped. Maybe I should not keep going all by myself. Ooh, look at all of this. This is all from the tree. Look at that. Oh man, that's gnarly. Whew. All right, beautiful souls. Let's turn around here so we can go back to the Big Trees Trail. Let's go. I don't really want to keep going this way because there aren't anyone this way. They're literally, it's really nice that there isn't anyone, but I don't even you're not even allowed your pets or anything to alert you of things that you don't see that they do. So, I am actually alone because I don't have my baby with me out here. She really does. She may not bark like a dog, but she definitely alerts me of things that I cannot see on my own. Cats may not bark, but they have their own ways. Oh, look at that. The hollow place of the tree. Look how big this is. It just keeps going. Wow. All with a hollow base. That's amazing. Look at that. It's just the empty hollow tree inside. Isn't that interesting? Oh yeah. All right. Making noise, making noise. Best believe. I should have at least had my knife on me, but I don't even know if I'm allowed to walk around with my knife at my hip here at the national park. So I'm not sure if I'm allowed to do that. I'm not trying to get in trouble or anything. I'm trying to respect everything and all the rules. But I'm not sure if I was allowed to have my knife on me. So I left it in the car because of that reason. I'm not trying to freak anyone out. It's not for humans. God forbid I need to protect myself. Gods and goddesses forbid I need to protect myself against a bear or something. I at least have a knife, because I've heard many times that bear spray actually hasn't done anything. It doesn't do much, so I don't really know what to do about that situation. But yeah. Woo. Just gotta be careful. Ba, 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 ba. Make lots of noise. I could totally see these big boulders, a bear walking to the top of it and looking down. That's what like I kept looking out for. In the back of my head, low-key, I was like, all right, let's look up there. Because they're so grand. Everything is grand and big, you know? So for a bear, it's like perfect territory, you know, because bears are like huge, right? So of course the sequoias, like everything being so grand in size, makes sense for them to feel comfortable. Okay, that's the bridge that we came this way from. There's also that small trail, but I'm not really sure if that's an actual trail, if it goes anywhere, because it's actually parallel to where we were just walking. So I'm not exactly sure if they cut off, if there's like a cutoff point in any place. I'm not sure. If there is, I am not aware of it. But it is cute though that whenever I'm walking around, like yesterday, look, there's another chipmunk there. There's like, I don't know if they're chipmunks. They're not squirrels. For sure, I think they're chipmunks. So we're checking out this area by the stream that's parallel here. So the chipmunks were actually having a lot of fun and like talking, you know the noise they make? So they were like talking. I was like, what's up, little dude? They were like hanging out with me. What was that noise? What was that noise? Huh. I don't know what that noise was. This stream is really beautiful. For real. This tree that fell. I just hope just how ginormous it is coming out. It's huge. It's absolutely huge. It's burned, so I'm sure it's from, I guess they had a fire here. And I was wondering in earlier video, part 1 of this, if there was like a prescribed burn happening or what, but it's not a prescribed burn. There was a fire a few years back. So that's what happened. I mean, look how grand. This is huge. Wow. Man, that's huge. So we were just walking up there, and now this is the trail I was saying that runs parallel to it. I do want to go to the big tree trail, but I also want to explore here. Everything is just really nice. Just gotta be careful where you step. Definitely gotta be careful where you step. And this trail seems a bit narrower, especially since we're down lower, I guess. The other trail was up higher than we are now. So. Phew. Oh, look, this tree. Hold up, I'm walking to it. This tree. Look, it's so huge, it's a bridge. Look, and this tree fell and created a natural bridge. Guess what we're doing? We're crossing over. Ooh. Let's not. Well, good thing I didn't wear my slippers. This is all like broken up and broken down. Look at this. They've actually made it into a bridge. Wow, this is a fallen tree and they've put things to secure it over the stream. So pretty. Look at this. We're walking on a fallen tree. Hey, look how cool this is. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Watch your step. Watch your step. Oh my gosh. We just walked through that. how cool! I'm sure wildlife uses this too. Almost fell on some soft sand. Gotta be careful where you step for sure. Look how cool! There's holes in the ground of things that live in there. Look at that. So beautiful. And here we are. There's trails for days. Just trails upon trails upon trails upon more trails. Look at this. This is another trail. That was really cool. Oh, all the experiences here are cool. Everything here. Wow. Just look how huge everything is. Wow. It's like a normal national forest, but on steroids. Times 10,000. That's how big everything is. I'm so surprised to see tiny little pine cones. I would think that the pine cones would be much bigger than that. Especially over here. That's for sure, for sure. Ugh. There's a lot of little insects though you gotta be careful of. Now this trail is a little more naturey. Good thing I wore long pants. I love how I keep going from one trail to another. But don't worry because, like I said, wow, look at that sequoia. That's huge. And you know what's scary? Like there could be wildlife right there inside. There really could be. And I wouldn't see them. That's so cool. Wow. There could literally be something living in there. I hope not. Look at that. That's beautiful. Wow. These sequoias are so grand. Look how beautiful that stream is down there. Let's zoom it in again for y'all. Isn't that nice? A really nice, beautiful stream going. Alright, let's keep going. Let's see what else there is. Wow, it's so beautiful. I wonder why there's no one else on this trail. Not that I'm complaining too much. But like I said, it is kind of creepy being out here all by myself. But this is so beautiful. Yep. All right, let's turn around. Let's go back to the big tree trail because that's the one we want. This is beautiful too. This is gorgeous. I don't know. I kind of want to keep going actually. Let's keep going a little bit. Sorry, I know I'm being undecisive. Whew. Yeah, day 2 of the Sequoias. We exploring the Sequoias. Oh yeah. So gorgeous. Ooh, really got to be careful where you step here because you can just slip right down. And you're going to get into a nice stream, but full of rocks and sharp things. Just doing that for wildlife, to know I'm here. Boop, boop, boop. Especially at these turns, you never know what could be there around the corner. So beautiful. Ah, look at this. Beautiful sequoia. Beautiful. Grand, majestic beauty right here. All right. And here is where we're going to turn around, beautiful souls. Because I really don't want to have a life-threatening experience out here. Okay. Let's go to the Big Trees Trail. This was nice though, the solitude of these trails over here. I guess it's early in the morning or afternoon still. It's like 11 a.m. So it's not even 12 p.m. yet. So I'm guessing people are like going and exploring the museum and all of those things before coming to this side. Oh. Gorgeous. I'm just looking around everywhere, trying to be aware of my surroundings and make noise. Bop, bop, bop. So bears don't think like, hey, there's no one there, it's quiet, we can walk on over there. No. Human predator. No. Such beauty. Oh my God. For all the hiking I haven't done, this is the best way to make up for it. Hiking at the Sequoias. Yes, please. Yes, please. I just really wish I was able to find a campsite. And that really sucks. Because it was available when I was here yesterday before the crowds. So I just think that's really unfair. Like if his service wasn't working, like I'm not going to go anywhere. He could have just taken down all of my information, you know, written it down, and then just put it in the computer later, you know, whenever like Wi-Fi or their cell signal came back, instead of just turning us away. So I don't know, that kind of sucked. Woo! Here's the bridge again. Here we go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Here we go. There could be things living in there. I already saw someone throw a water bottle in that hole. I swear people are so disrespectful of nature. Whew. And there it was. A beautiful log. All right, let's get back. I'm going back from this trail now. We could have kept going on this trail to see where that goes, but we're just gonna keep it pushing. We're gonna go to the Big Trees Trail now. Opa! Oh, I'm starting to see people. Okay, you know what, beautiful souls? If I'm starting to see people, I feel a little more comfortable going and keeping on going. All right, let's keep going then a little bit if there's people that are starting to come around here, because I just didn't want to be here literally all by myself, because that's what we are right now. There's like not one other person around, which is again really nice, but not when you're in bear territory without your knife or bear spray. That's the one thing about these national parks. I feel like they on purpose like make us vulnerable. You know, they pretty much don't allow us to carry any safety weapons with us around here, and that's what gives the wildlife an advantage, you know. So we don't have a way to protect ourselves because the rules are that you're not allowed to have these things. I mean, in some of these parks you're not even allowed to have bear spray. It's like, how are you not allowed to have bear spray in bear territory? Weird, right? It's like they just don't want you to like protect yourself. That little stream is so nice. So I just think that's very weird. It's like very hypocritical, you know. Like, we should be able, oh, gotta walk over that. We should be able to protect ourselves if and when we need to. The trail kind of disappeared, didn't it? It really did. Oh, we're around like such majestic sequoias. My goodness, look at this. Gorgeous. Look how big. Stupid insects. All right. Yeah, I'm glad I wore long pants. The path just kind of disappeared. So let's see. I kind of see it. So I have a lot of experience in my entire life, even as a kid into my adult life, hiking. So I'm really good at like markers, you know, so I don't get lost and stuff. But there's like literally no more trail. So we're just gonna keep it pushing and go back. Woo! So beautiful. Ah, so nice up here. The weather is really nice. All right, gotta just be careful where you step around here. And that's for sure. Okay. I'm so surprised of seeing like these little tiny pine cones. I really would think that these huge, ginormous trees would be giving out these really big pine cones, but they're not. Look, they're so small. They're tiny little pine cones. So I think that's so interesting. I really thought it would be the opposite. I mean, they're everywhere. Look. They're so small. They're very small little baby pine cones. I really would think that they would be like this huge thing, you know? Probably like the size of my head. But I haven't seen anything like that. Maybe the rangers pick it up so people don't take it? I don't know. I'm not exactly sure. Oh, right. And we're going back. And we're going back. Let's go check out the Big Trees Trail. Woo! Ooh, that looks really cool. It's the branches, but it looks like webs. That's really cool. That's cool looking. That's cool. Woo! Getting a little out of breath. It's okay. It's starting to get hotter. Or maybe I'm just getting hotter from the walking. Just gotta make noise. Gotta keep making noise. So wildlife know you there. What was that? Okay, what was that? Row! 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 Okay, let's go. Let's go, cause something. Oh, see, here you go. Look at how big this is. Now this is the kind of pine cone I would think to see. Or even bigger than that. Ow! Whoa! Whoa! Alright, let's just keep going, y'all, because I definitely heard something. As you can tell, I'm speed walking a bit. Bow! 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 I definitely heard something, and it was not a human. Bow! 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 Could have just been a small little creature. I am not waiting around to find out. Bow! Wow! Wow! Whew. And here is the bridge that we started at. Oh, there's this really nice cold breeze happening right now. All right. Woo! Yes, let's go into the museum now. And then we'll come back for the trail. See See y'all soon. And here we are, right by the museum. Whew. This is good exercise over here.
I bought it because it said Mom and Dad telling me wait.
Here's the stairs to go to the museum over there. And these three majestic beauties over here. Wow. Beautiful. All right. Whew. I'm out of breath, beautiful souls. This shade feels nice. This is really beautiful. Look at that. This is very beautifully made. Look how nice that is. They made it so nice. Beautiful. Gorgeous. Just majestic beauties for days. All right, let's cross the street. Oh, the sequoias and pine trees, they're so beautiful. Wow. That's huge. That would need like at least 30-40 humans. And that's where we're gonna go driving around, where we were yesterday. So we're gonna go continue that. Wow. Beautiful. There's restrooms, information areas, and here is the visitor center, or not the visitor center, the museum. 9 to 5 daily. Wow. So majestic. Wow. Here we go. And here we are.
What are they shouting?
They're little baby sequoias. We planted them November 14, 2024. How sweet! These are the babies before the giants. Here's some really cool information about the sizes.
Tienen la estructura de un pino y son las semillas de un pino que llevaban el hombre. Y él decía que era de Sequoias. ¿A dónde veía el valle?
In comparison of the Statue of Liberty, this is the coast redwood, the giant sequoia. Look at
Por
that.
eso hacen esa comparación con los elefantes.
Very cool. All right, so ready to get stamped? Let's get stamped. We're at the stamping location.
I have a couple of different ones.
All right, so I got these down. I couldn't find any with the museum, so I just am putting this one here.
Different things there. Okay, thanks.
So we're gonna do this. Put this here. Let's get to stamping. Let's make sure it's working. Okay. Let's put this here first. And there's the first stamp down. Can y'all see? Can y'all see? And here's the date.
So you can get a little glare.
Yeah, usually sometimes we have something to.
Didn't come out very clear. Try that one more time. There we go.
Oh, that's the same.
And just like that, we're stamped out. And we're stamped. And as we walk out, this majestic beauty that greets us here. Beautiful sequoias, beautiful. All right, let's get to the trail.